Have you ever stood in a room full of people, but still felt completely alone? Have you ever worked so hard, tried so desperately, only to watch everything collapse around you? There comes a moment in a man's life when the world goes silent. When the friends he trusted walk away, when the family he loved turns their backs, when every door he knocks on stays closed. And in that crushing silence, when he has absolutely no one left, something powerful begins. This is not a story about giving up. This is a story about a man who lost everything and found himself. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might be exactly what your heart needs today. Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by golden fields and gentle rivers, there lived a young man named Thomas. Thomas was a good man, kind, hardworking, full of hope. He lived with his father in a small stone house at the edge of the village. His father was a woodworker, and Thomas learned everything from him: how to cut timber, how to shape wood, how to build things that lasted. But one cold winter, Thomas's father fell ill. Within weeks, he passed away, leaving Thomas alone with nothing but grief and a half-finished workshop. Thomas thought his brothers would help him. After all, they were family. But the very next day, his two older brothers arrived at the house. They didn't come to comfort him. They came to divide the land. "Father left this property to all of us," the eldest brother said coldly. "You're the youngest. You get the smallest portion." Thomas tried to speak. "But the workshop?" The second brother interrupted. "The workshop is ours now. You can take the old cottage near the forest. That's all you need." And just like that, they took everything: the land, the tools, even the respect Thomas thought he had earned. His brothers didn't even look back as they walked away. Thomas moved into the small, crumbling cottage at the forest's edge. The roof leaked, the walls were cracked, the silence was unbearable. At first, he tried to reconnect with his old friends in the village. But when they saw him with nothing, no land, no family support, no future, they slowly disappeared. One evening, Thomas saw them laughing together at the village square. He walked toward them, smiling, hoping to join. But when they saw him coming, the laughter stopped. One by one, they turned away. Thomas stood there frozen. His chest felt heavy, his throat tight. He whispered to himself, "Am I really this worthless?" That night, Thomas sat alone in his cottage. The fire barely warmed the cold air. He stared at the broken walls and thought about his father. Tears ran down his face. "Father, I don't know what to do. I have no one. I am no one." And then in the silence, something inside him stirred. A quiet voice, not loud, not forceful, just clear. "You are not alone. I am here." Thomas looked around the empty room. No one was there, but somehow he didn't feel empty anymore. For the first time in weeks, he closed his eyes and prayed, "God, if you really are here, please help me. I don't need wealth. I don't need friends. I just need the strength to stand again." The next morning, Thomas woke up before sunrise. His eyes were red, but his heart felt different. He looked at the broken cottage and made a decision. If no one will help me, I will help myself. He began working. He patched the roof with old wood. He filled the cracks in the walls with clay from the riverbank. He built a small table with his bare hands. The work was slow. His hands blistered. His back ached. Some days he wanted to quit. But every time doubt crept in, Thomas remembered that quiet voice. "You are not alone. I am here." So he kept going. Weeks turned into months. The cottage slowly transformed. It wasn't grand, but it was solid. It was his. One day, while working, a traveling merchant passed through the village. His wagon wheel broke near Thomas's cottage. The merchant knocked on the door, desperate. "Please, can you help me fix this?" "I'll pay you." Thomas looked at the broken wheel. He had no proper tools, but he had learned to work with what he had. He spent hours carefully shaping wood, binding it with rope, strengthening it with iron scraps he'd found in the forest. When he finished, the wheel was stronger than before. The merchant was amazed. "Who taught you this skill?" Thomas paused. He thought about his father, his brothers, his lost friends. Then he smiled softly. God did, through the silence. The merchant paid him generously and spread word about Thomas's work in neighboring villages. Soon, people began to come to Thomas. A farmer needed a plow repaired. A widow needed a door fixed. A young couple needed furniture for their new home. Thomas worked humbly, faithfully, and skillfully. He didn't do it for fame. He did it because he had learned something powerful in his loneliness. When a man has only God, he discovers who he truly is. Years passed. Thomas became known throughout the region, not as the man who lost everything, but as the man who built everything. One day, his brothers came to his workshop. Their pride had faded. Their arrogance was gone. "Thomas," the eldest brother said quietly, "we were wrong. We're sorry." Thomas looked at them. He could have been bitter. He could have turned them away, but he didn't. Instead, he smiled and said, "When you left me with nothing, I was afraid. But God gave me everything I truly needed. He gave me strength. He gave me purpose. He gave me peace." The brothers left humbled, and Thomas returned to his work. He never became the richest man in the village, but he became the most respected, the most trusted, the most at peace. Because Thomas had learned the greatest truth of all. When a man has no one but God, he is never truly alone. He is being prepared. If you're watching this today and you feel abandoned, rejected, forgotten, remember Thomas. Your loneliness is not your end. It is your beginning. When the world walks away, God walks closer. When people fail you, God refines you. When you have nothing left, you discover you have everything. You are not broken. You are being built. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to our channel. Every story here is a lesson. Every lesson is a step toward a better life. Let's walk this journey together. God bless you.